Hey guys, welcome back to a bonus episode for the 100 baby. We are, but I want to look for lots as opposed to households. I'm gonna try and keep it reasonable. Like, these are beautiful. Like, but it's so expensive. We don't got money for that. But it's so nice. Like, these are so expensive, but look at it. Look at it. It's so good. This is something in our budget. It's a little open concept for my liking. But you know what? It functions. It's fine. Again, very open concept. But I will save it because it's relatively cheap. This is an interesting one. A little bit too pricey. I'm looking to keep it under 50,000. No. That has a pool, so that's an immediate no, but it is under 50,000, and we could delete the pool and put a tree house. But it's not that big. I don't think it has the space we need for everything. I do actually really like this, but this is maybe a bit more than what we have money for, but you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save the lot anyway, and hopefully 2 or 3 generations we could afford that, because I do actually really like it. This one's just slightly above budget. It doesn't look like it has a lot of room for toddlers, but we could pull all of that out, like gut this room. And even the garage, we could kind of build like a secondary room off of it. I know it has a computer and stuff in there, but we could gut it and fix it. And then it has a lot of separate rooms for teenagers and children upstairs, and looks like a little homework room, which I do like. It's slightly above the budget that I'm looking for, but that is okay, I think. I do also really like this one. It has a nice pond for fishing. It is a little small, but it does have more space than what we're currently working with. I'm gonna save that one. Okay. This one is nice. The only thing is that the toddler room is upstairs, which is really inconvenient, because unless they have their motor skill up, you have to manually move them up and down the stairs. And technically you could probably gut this room out to turn it into a Todd room. It has potential. It's a good size. This, like I said, this room could probably be turned into a kid room instead and have these toddlers brought down here to the infants. Because we don't need a changing table. It's nice, but the infants are still really buggy, and I mean, we saw the incidents with the triplets where we couldn't get them in and out of beds and stuff. This is another strong one. It's also a really good price. And I can never remember what this thing's called in the inventory, so if it comes with it already, I'd be happy. I don't love this, I will admit. I do have all of the kits that they used for it, though. I just don't love the size. This is a good one. It has a lot more space in it than the other one. I do like that it's open layout. I think I would rather see the table here. But, yeah. I think we're gonna stick with the ones we have, and we're gonna place a few of them to see. Like, I just love that one so much, but that is so not what we need. This one's my least favorite, so I don't know when I want to place it. This one is perfect, I think, but it is, of course, over budget, so we're not going to place this one yet because I don't want to fall in love with it. So let's start with this one. So this is a comically large lot for what we have. It's fine. Like, this is... Again, all of this needs to come downstairs. We cannot have this upstairs, which I think works against it. But it's a good size. It has room to fit, like, random bits and bobs. Is this the room? This is from San Sequoia. Like, this is already a house in San Sequoia. Yeah, because I had a bunch of firefighters burned to death because a fire started in here, like, within this little roofing area. Looks like it was just redecorated. I was gonna say, because I remember these pillars, I removed them immediately from my own house. And this was where my gray generation in my Not So Berry challenge lived. So you know what? I'm not a big fan of this, so we're gonna move it to the back for now. We're gonna place this one instead. Okay. This is another big lot, but it has a lot of outdoor activities. It has room for a... Don't like that none of the lights are on. Is there lights in here? I want them on, so I can see things. Well. I guess I will just do this myself. So now that I see this from this side, it's not quite what I want to see. It has a really small toddler room, which is fine. Potties in the hallway, a single toilet, which, relatable. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just adding so many lights in here because I can't see anything. It looks like it has 2 bathrooms and then an additional toilet, which I like. Doesn't have a lot of space for kids, I will say. Which, again, it's fine. Like, it works for what it is. It's a robo vacuum, which you could remove to save money. It has a bar. Like, it's a solid, it's solid. I don't, like, I guess it's covered. I was gonna say, I don't like that these things are outside, and I'd probably swap this out. Or maybe not. They're just gonna catch it on fire, is what's gonna happen. It's a good-sized kitchen. Good-sized living room, tables for everybody. Mom's bedroom's a good size, with room to add stuff in. I hate the gnome. Sell the gnome. But so far, out of the ones that we've looked at, this has been my favorite. And I'm worried the most expensive one's gonna be the one I like the most. Which is this one, but it's still not that bad. It's just gonna take us a while. Like, Mom might be done having kids before we're able to afford moving in here. Okay, let's start down here. So far, I knew I was gonna like this one a lot. I really like this. I said it before, but this toddler room's a bit on the small side. Which I did say this wall could be knocked out, this door could be removed. We don't need this. And this room could kind of be converted into like an extra toddler / infant room. I love the splash pad outside. Mom has a good sized bedroom with some stuff in it. And that could probably even be cut in half for another bathroom to be added here if needed, but I believe there's multiple bathrooms. Yep. Good sized kitchen. I love the separated little circular dining area. I think that's perfect. Of course, I love the tree house. I've been wanting to get one. Good sized living room. But let's look upstairs. Okay, I do quite like this. I think there's a bit too much clutter that would need to be taken out. I like how it has this little rec room upstairs with a computer and places to do homework. It will bring up the price though, which is, of course, not the best, but that's fine. Hold on, I'm gonna go look at one of these other ones again quickly. So I took a look at another one that I really liked, but I think we are gonna stick with this one. What we will do is we will be removing a lot of the clutter. I like it, but at this point, it's going to add to how much this build is going to cost. Not by much, but see that like that was 100, so that already brought our lot. Like it can always be re-added when we have the money, but we want to be able to afford this place sooner than later. So anything that we don't need is getting sold so that we can knock that price down. And I feel like that's an insane toilet. Like how much we can find a better toilet. Again, we can always work our way back up, but we cannot. We do not want to start with the most expensive items in the game. Like how much? Yeah. I really like that. How much is it? We're gonna keep it. Love that chair. I do, but I don't want this potted plant. I feel like this mirror is also not that bad, actually. And this is not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Is that another really expensive toilet? It is. And it's not actually that expensive, but when you're on a budget, we want to be keeping the prices down. We also don't need a laptop for every kid. We probably only need one laptop for the whole household. Okay, how much is this? No, that's fine. Okay, let's go downstairs, see what we can do here. This is also a lot of furniture for Mom. It's okay. Again, we don't want a robe in our tub either. These toilets, man. We're saving like $200 just replacing the toilets alone. Okay. We don't need a piano. But we do want this thing, because I do believe this will allow us to save on food. But I believe that was less than the piano. We're gonna sell that. I don't know what this is. Yeah, we're selling that. We also don't want this right now. What is this? Nightlight? We'll get a different thing. We don't need this. It's a waste of money. Our Penguin TV works just fine. How much is this? Not enough that I care. Is that a high-tech stove I see? Okay. That's expensive. Goodbye. We don't need a random chair in here. I guess I do like the reading nook. I think that's cute. That is not needed. The treehouse is definitely adding, but... What is the siding on this house? What is it? Simple siding? Okay, that's not a big deal. What about this? What is this? Okay. It's fine. We don't need that. That was... See, we've already gotten this house down to about the same as some of our other ones just by removing things that aren't necessary. Like I said, there's some things like the clutter we can bring back. We could also probably save money by replacing... I guess that one's pretty cheap anyway. But like seeing which of these beds are worth a lot and seeing if there are cheaper ones that we could replace it with. Which I don't think there is. No. But even this tub here is probably more than what we should be paying. Because we don't need anything fancy. And expensive. And we're not quite there yet. But this is even cheaper than that. I don't know what it's intersecting. It's not intersecting anything, so I do not understand. Hold on. Yeah, that's fine in there. But do you see what I mean? Like, all of that, it took quite the price off of that. And, like, there are other things that I like, but I don't want to get rid of. We don't need this, so we are getting rid of it. And what I do want to do is... Didn't know, I just straight up wanted to move that. Put it in there. And we're gonna... You know what, actually? Gonna knock that down, knock that down, knock that down. And even though this is technically a garage, it is now a separate infant and toddler room with the Todds going in here. We will be able to add another bed in there. And we can put our infants in here. So I think that's perfect. And we knocked about 10 grand off of the price. We get our treehouse. We no longer have a hot tub, but that's not a big deal. I'll have to fix the grass at some point because I don't like. Okay, so you know what? I think that's a good place to go. It's a good goal to reach. I don't think that's not attainable for us, especially now that we have our kids working on the weekend. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this cute little bonus episode. And we'll see you when I see ya. Bye now.